Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel today. And in today's video, I want to give you an update. I gave an update in my recent video with regard to boda boda's requirement for Uber. I told you that Uber right now has stopped onboarding new boda boda riders, and they have chosen to continue only with the existing number of riders because they don't want to have so many riders and then they don't have enough work to do. So they have decided just to work with a few number of riders until further notice. The update for today has two components. One is a correction from what we had heard with from one driver that I interviewed, and I'm going to tell you the correction from his message that all of you guys watched and maybe reacted. And the second one is also a push notification that has been sent to taxi drivers who own vehicles like these ones that are more than 2012 year of manufacture. So when I log into my driver's account, because you know guys, I'm a registered Uber driver since 2021, and I have uploaded my two vehicles, so KCW and KCX, both of them Nissan March. I logged into my Uber driver's account and I found a push notification. So there was a notification in my account inbox, and the notification was telling me that my logbook is expiring soon. Something I have never seen before. There are things that never expires in a driver's account. The first one was the logbook, because once you upload the car, there was no timeline for that vehicle to be removed. So once you upload the logbook of a vehicle, it was supposed to be there until further notice. Your identity card, your picture, and also what else was not, and also the photos of the car. So those are things that never expired. The usual things like the driving license, the good conduct, the PSV badge are things that we are used to replacing after 1 year when they expire. So when I saw that notification, actually it was in yellow. So in yellow, when your document is in order, it shows a tick with a green color. When it is at a notice, so meaning that you should take action on it, it shows in a yellow color. And then when it has expired or your account has been blocked for one reason or the other, the document in question shows in red. So my account is already telling me that the logbook for the KCX, this one is not yet operational, but I have uploaded it, the KCW, because I use it privately. But the other KCX that I have given to a driver, it is already showing that the logbook is expiring. And that just tells you that Uber are not going to look back into their announcement that they are going to remove these vehicles from their platform. Already right now we are in February, and they are telling me early in advance that by December, they are going to take action about my vehicle. That has not only happened to me, other 3 drivers reached out to me. Actually, that was brought to my attention by a driver who asked me whether it is happening on my app. So when I logged in, because sometimes I don't log in so frequently, when I logged in, I found it is the case. 2 other drivers contacted me. They have, you know, KCYs, the KCPs, the old vehicles, and they told me the same. It is happening. It will be a reality that these vehicles will not be operational. What next are guys going to do with these vehicles? To be honest, that is a question for another day. The correction that I wanted to make with regard to the video that I did with another driver, we had explored alternatives of trying to play a game with Uber so that these vehicles can last on the platform for a longer period. Because the idea that that driver had brought into the conversation was that normally Uber would remove vehicles from the platform once the documents expire. So we were thinking that if you have active documents by December of this year, they will continue allowing you to operate on the platform. But if any of those documents expires anytime from 2026, you will not be allowed to upload the renewed documents. I don't know whether you get my point. For instance, if I get the PSV badge for this car around November 2025, it means that it will expire in November 2026. And the thoughts were, if I upload it in November 2025, I will be allowed to operate until it expires. But it seems that will not be the case. The case here is that whether you have all your documents active or your documents in order, you will not be allowed to do work by January 2026. So that is not the best news for drivers, but I think it is also going to create a change in environment in which drivers will operate. In my view, there will be clear separation and clear market segmentation for Uber and the rest. So everybody will clearly start to see that there is Uber and the rest. Bolt, Faras, Little Cab, Yego, they will be seen as the rest. And then there is Uber up there only with the new vehicles. Of course, we have tried to see, Little Cab position themselves as the corporate app that is used mostly by organizations that, enroll their employees on credit cards, and then drivers are given trips by organizations. But the issue with the Little Cab is that it segregates drivers with smaller vehicles, because these are corporate trips. Corporates have some level of conditions that they want to put forward to this Little app. And they say that, for instance, you cannot request a trip with a corporate client and then you said an Alto. And that's why you hear a lot of drivers that I bring on the platform. They always say that, with the Little Cab, I have corporate clients because I drive a Honda Fit, I have a Mazda Demio, I have a Nissan Note. You get my point. But these other drivers with small vehicles, the kind of Suzuki Alto, the kind of Daihatsu Mira, the Nissan March, the Pasos, the small vehicles, those drivers will never tell you that they have very good time with the Little Cab. In as much as sometimes they get those corporate trips, but Little Cab always prioritizes better, comfortable vehicles for their corporate clients. So in that case, Little Cab has tried to set itself apart, but it's not very clear that it is fully, categorizing their staff into corporate vehicles and non-corporate vehicles. I think it is very important that Little Cabs comes out clear and say that these are vehicles accepted for corporate trips, and these are vehicles that could be used for regular cash trips. So let's see how things will unfold. Any other time I get information with regard to the new developments, I will keep you guys updated. But as it is right now, it seems that vehicles are becoming a bit too much. But we said that the market is still quite big. There is room for players to create more awareness so that you can have more people adopting and using these vehicles. And as I mentioned in my previous video, that Kenya has a population of over 55 million people, but with only 4 million vehicles. So that is, a highly underserved market. And everybody believes that there is room for more vehicles to be sold into the market, for more people to use Uber, for more people to stop working and start using these digital applications. So that doesn't mean that literally the market is saturated, just that the level of adoption is low from the population. So that is the information I have today. I will try and attach the screenshot that I received from Uber on my account with regard to my expiring logbook, which is something absolutely new that no driver has ever seen before. So just to tell you that the wave is coming, Uber is not looking back. It is happening, just for us to know what to do with this vehicle. Someone was saying that we should try and sell them at a price of like 300K today. But to be honest, I better give this vehicle to my grandfather so that he can be fetching animal feed with, instead of selling it at 300. So I think we'll see more of this vehicle on private use. You'll start to see more of these vehicles in the villages, because as one of my drivers said, you know, only people who do Uber go to purchase these vehicles. But if now they are no longer accepted in Uber, then it means that they'll be used for other purposes, even outside the cities as we are used to. So expect to see these vehicles in your village. Expect to see these vehicles all over the country doing all manner of job. So that is it for today, guys, and I wish you all the best and see you in my next video.